flavored, and for some reason I just assumed that.
Yes.
That wasn't that good?
Guava.
It was good,
No.
it just wasn't that.
Guava is the ultimate dragon.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be chasing that. You're gonna have the first time you have guava flavored something, it's gonna be amazing.
The guava high.
And then every time after that, you're gonna be like, oh, that's guava flavor. I'm gonna get it. And it's like, oh, it's not
not
it.
the same.
But you'll never stop chasing. I don't even know what the fuck guava is.
It's a fruit.
Is it? I would assume so.
It depends. Some of them
Was it
are
like
white on
guayaba?
the inside, and sometimes
Is it a guayaba or a guava?
Yeah.
Yeah, guayaba.
Some of them are pink on the inside.
That's great. And
The pink ones are better in my opinion.
Gotcha.
and
Thought they were all pink, but okay.
Because I'm always like that. I'm always like, oh, let me get guava. Oh, no, Juanito. I get the strawberry one.
No, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, it was in Hawaii. So that is like really nice place. And my brother and I went before we left, and it was.
Oh, you went to Hawaii with your brother?
I didn't tell you that, huh?
That's super cool.
My brother. So when you're on deployment, when you come back, they do this thing called the Tiger Cruise, and people are like your family. Like your family, you can't invite your husband or your wife, but you can invite like a family member, like your kids or your brother or sister.
You cannot invite husband or wife, but you can invite your kids.
Yes.
Or your siblings.
Why is that?
Because like
that doesn't sound weird.
Husband and wife and some weird shit. Anyway.
Okay.
So
that's our government.
Fucking Navy.
So they're supposed to cruise from Hawaii back home, for like that week. It takes like a few days to get from Hawaii to San Diego on the boat, and they're allowed to stay on the boat with you and ride back to San Diego.
That's fucking cool. Oh, that's why they don't want the husband or wife.
Yes. So they get to see Navy life for a little bit. So what?
Because the husband and wife, they might start fighting, or they
want to make love, they want to fight.
Oh, the kid to smash prevention.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like contact visits.
Did you see that comedian recently? I think it's a comedian. He said that if the U.S. military really wanted to save the families, they would send the men home once a month. You ever seen that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would save some families, I think.
Could have been saved.
Yeah.
Master
exactly.
Chief. I'm playing.
But yeah, my brother, so that time my brother, what we did was he flew into Hawaii and we chilled there and then we flew home. I didn't want to fucking pull in the boat.
Was that cool?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to experience Hawaii.
That's dope.
I learned something about the military.
Yeah, no. Like, I still regret not. Remember, I was talking about, man, I wish I had known, when I was younger, like the pitfalls, blah, blah, blah. Military. If I had somebody who could really break down the military for me when I was 18, because I remember they called me. Mm-hmm. I remember I was walking past the phone, it rang, I answered it because it was on the wall in the kitchen. Remember those? And
with the long wire.
Yep, and cord.
Sorry.
And the dude was like, "Hey, blah blah blah. I'm from the Army. I want to talk to you about." And fear just ran through me.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, but I had nobody to go take that fear to, so I just hung up on him. Mm-hmm. And then that was it. Just moved
sounds
on.
about right. Sounds about Adam.
He called back, and I was like, nah, hung up again, and that was that. But yeah, every time I learn something about the military, I'm always like impressed. Or usually by the people who serve.
Do you wish you would have won or no?
I wish I had enough to make an informed decision.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I could see you being in the military.
It'd be like Forrest Gump, whatever you say, Drill Sergeant.
Your life would have been different for sure, dude.
Yeah.
What made you want to go in? I mean, not what made you what? What was? You remember the first step you took?
You wanted to learn to read. I remember you wanted to learn to read.
So you know what's so crazy, man? You know how I, you know how I always tell you that like there's so many things I said that I would never do. Mm-hmm. Joining the military is definitely one of them. Because when I was 18, same thing. They were calling my house trying to recruit me. Because I went to a fucking air show and fucking filled some shit out. Yep. But anyway, I joined because for many reasons. I got to a point in my life, I was 25, and I really wanted to finish school, and I just couldn't afford it because I made bad decisions. Yeah. So I was like, fuck, well, I really want to go to school. I want to travel the world. I want to have a job where like I don't have to worry about this and that and get paid enough. And it just all made sense to join the military. The Navy wasn't my first choice, but
it wasn't.
What was it?
Air Force,
the Coast Guard.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Why'd you pick?
I wanted to do
you want
drug
a bigger
seizures.
ship? You got a bigger ship than?
Yeah, I did.
No, so
you wanted a what?
Do drug seizures.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bring some home.
Yeah.
What made this? What influenced the decision from Coast Guard to Navy?
So the Coast Guard wouldn't accept me because I had tattoos, and then the Navy was the next best thing because the Air Force was challenging to get in. The Air Force not easy to get into.
No.
And the Marines, I was like, I don't want to do that, and I didn't want to be in the fucking Army. I was smart enough to know not to go in the fucking Army as a female. It's different. As a male, like I don't know, but as a female, like there's a lot of incidences in the Army, a lot more than any other branch, I believe. In the Marines, I thought like you would go front lines. I was also not informed because I was the first one in my family to even graduate high school, so we didn't know,
right?
You know, so but I don't think I made a bad decision per se, but I don't my decision was also not as informed as it could have been.
Okay, but it's a decision that you played out to its fullest, and you've gotten the benefit from.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So it was definitely a good decision. I see.
Yeah. I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
And I'm the opposite. I tried to get in. I wanted to get in at 18. I went straight to the recruiters. First, I went to the Marine Corps, and then they said, "Have you ever been in trouble with the law?" I said, "Yep." And they read up what I did. Unfortunately, you can't be part of the military. 5 years ago, you'd have been the first one we signed up. I said, "All right, thank you." Thinking that was just a Marine Corps, so I went over to the Army.
You just like
same procedure.
One door, walk down the plaza.
Yeah, same procedure. It was for me. It was Marines, Army, Navy. I never even thought about the Air Force. I just thought about those three, and I got rejected.
You know, I think that's unfortunate though, man. I really do, because say there's somebody like you who liked that because you had done the devil pubs before, so you understood what it was.
Yeah.
You know, then the people, I think it's unfortunate because there's people who go in who don't really yearn
want to even be there.
To do it, you know, who don't yearn for the structure, who don't.
And my grandpa's brothers were served. My uncles served. My children served, but I didn't get to serve. So, from my fuck ups, whatever you want to say, but I mean, we have a president running with fucking felonies now, 34 felonies. He could be president. I couldn't join the military, dog.
That's so crazy, man.
Yo, a congressman called him out. He did this. You know, they're having a Congress like Senate meeting, whatever hearing, and he goes, "You might be in a cult if you support the blue unless they rated the president you're backing." He's like, you might be in a cult if the president you are supporting has felonies and is no longer allowed in these states.
Not only does he have felonies.
Dude read a list that lasted like a minute and a half.
Not only does he have felonies, but all his what do you call it? His inner circle? They're all been busted. Like,
he only run with thugs.
Yeah, that's it. Like, 12 of them motherfuckers went to jail.
My favorite.
But anyway, that's political, dog. We can't get
No, we can do that on this podcast a little bit. We're not picking a side. We're stating facts.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not even informed.
We're stating facts. But my favorite, like every now and then I hear this in the media. It's like black people are now supporting him because he understands what it's like to be a victim of the system.
Oh fuck!
Like it's not happening. It's like not even a little bit. But now let's go from politics to nature, because I had this question and I was just like, I don't like. It kind of pisses me off. Like these are the people we don't need. Let's just say you guys are out in your yard and you see a hawk eating blue jays, babies, out of the nest. Mm-hmm. And the blue jay is just fighting that hawk, you know, like literally just flying at the hawk, bouncing off the hawk's back. And the hawk's like, what the fuck? I'm eating your babies. And then it's over. The blue jay doesn't have any babies anymore. What do you do? What do you do while
I
you
seen
see
that. I seen it where I live at, but the blue jay wasn't hitting the hawk. The hawk was eating it was eating a bird's nest, and it was eating the babies.
Right, but it wasn't a blue jay.
But there's blue jays at my house.
Oh, okay.
And there's hawks at my house, and there's owls, and there's crows, and there's all that shit. So I get to see
you got
birds.
Those carnivore freaking animals.
Yeah, but I did see, and I remember thinking, my son has a pellet gun, and but I'm like, that's nature. I can't interfere.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
But then again, my fucking neighbor, I told her I have gophers in my. I think I talked about it. I said there's gophers, and she's like, well, I'm gonna poison them. She goes, you cannot poison them, because if you poison them, the birds eat them and then they get poisoned. I said, tough shit. I don't give a fuck. Nature. I'm poisoning the motherfuckers. It's my nature, human nature, the worst animal, huh?
Yeah.
But somebody had posted
it. Gangster.
I asked this because somebody posted that video online on TikTok, and it's like this hawk is just munching this bird, bouncing off his back, and it's like in a bush outside of a house, And the guy's like filming it, like, what is going on in my neighborhood? It was like, this is when nature is naturing. And then a lot of people in the comments got mad at him for not intervening.
No, you're not supposed to.
And I'm like, you people are the reasons pandas still exist.
What?
Like, all pandas are supposed to be extinct.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah,
There's
they're
more
not.
in captivity, no?
Huh?
There's more in captivity. Than
Right.
anything.
No, we got them, and we do our best to breed them. They don't even fuck. And we're just like.
What?
Yeah, like.
Artificial
I hear in
insemination.
China they're called Adams. Get it? Because they don't fuck. All
Black
right.
Adams. Yeah.
But no, they don't reproduce. They don't do anything. They're dumb. They're not dumb.
They're waiting for the
like,
right panda to walk into their life. That's why.
No.
Damn, shots fired.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
They're silly. They're just a silly animal that should have been extinct. And it's just like humans won't let. It's like we don't let animals go extinct anymore. You know, and I'm just like, when I saw that, I was like, I wonder what Coach Joe or Coach Magz
And
think.
there's
What
some
did
that
the
shouldn't
Magz-
have gone extinct.
the
No, you
same
both
thing?
said the same thing.
Oh,
It's
she
like,
said
just
the
let
same
it,
thing?
let nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you watch like fucking documentaries on like BBC, Discovery Channel, whatever, they're not supposed. They can only film. They cannot intervene.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't be doing that shit. And it's like, I'm sure there's fucking aliens out there who come in there like, nope, just let them fuck themselves up. Fuck it.
But you know what? They're like, I have a new favorite animal, and it's the Komodo dragon.
Oh.
Right?
What was it
You,
before the
he's
Komodo?
in
It was a giraffe. There was one between the giraffe.
Hippopotamus.
The hippopotamus.
Hippo.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? That you
The
were like,
Komodo's so ruthless, but I've been noticing that they kind of like break the goat's legs, or they kind of put them in, so the goats can't run, and the Komodo just fucking swallows those motherfuckers alive, dog. They don't even eat them.
how did they get it? I saw.
So the Komodo just eats it by itself. It's cool.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
But
It
yeah,
just it gets it.
The saliva.
Komodos
saliva's
are they
poison.
fast?
yeah, they're pretty fast.
Okay, so they're a pounce. They're a pounce because it's like I see a Komodo every time I see a Komodo dragon, it's kind of lumbering.
But yeah, but you can't see
Nah.
it. You can't see it because you're looking up, and
Yeah.
they're down there.
Yep, and then all of a sudden you're getting swallowed
It's
whole.
a big ass lizard. You ever seen
I
a
know.
lizard move?
Well, yeah, but a Komodo
The
dragon.
same shit, but faster.
It's just a
Jeez.
big ass lizard. It's funny because
I watch them all
like
the time. Huh?
yeah, it's got like short legs, but that motherfucker's fast. I was like,
It's fucked up, dog.
I've been watching Venus flytraps. I think I'm gonna get one.
what is
The only reason I
the
yes,
plant.
the plant that the only reason I won't is I found out they only have like 3 or 4 feedings before they accidentally die.
Oh, so you need to shit load them?
Accidentally? What do you mean?
Well,
accidentally?
because so when a Venus flytrap closes its mouth, it's got to have a perfect seal to keep its digestive fluids inside the plant. Now, if the insect has an arm out or leg out or whatever, it's that seal's broken and it's going to drip out and burn the plant that's eating it.
the plant itself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get no
Delete.
scissors and cut the leg off?
Well, I mean, if you
Fly
but
off, you know?
So
like if you want
it's
to intervene,
intervening.
yeah, that's just not letting nature, bro.
Well, it's not nature inside your house,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I know.
That's true.
But it's so I was like but they say like 4 feedings tops is when it makes it, but it's like nature's just
What? That's crazy. Is that like in one day?
no it's got I would imagine
It feeds how long? Like
it's
once
not
a year?
it's not
Like a
trigonometry
Komodo draw eats once a month.
once a month. Okay, yeah, it's not trigonometry, so I really don't know that much about it.
Okay.
If it's trick, you know it.
If it's trig, yeah, I got an A in trig this last semester.
You got an A in Spanish too. You don't know shit.
No, I do not. I learned them opposite ways.
Yeah.
I learned how to pass Spanish. I learned how to study.
Let's talk about
Trigonometry.
boxing now, dog. Fuck trigonometry.
Oh, that's what we're here for?
It's been so long, but I fucking called it Usyk.
You did.
They said
No,
that. What's that motherfucker's name again? Fury?
Tyson Fury.
That Tyson Fury was crazy. I said, yeah, he's crazy, but to beat him, you have to be insane. And that's what Usyk did. Usyk was insane. He took some damage that most fighters won't.
Mm-hmm.
He was hurt. He kept second. I'm sure he second guessed himself in that fight, but he kept pushing and pushing. And Fury, who was, I don't dislike him and I don't like him, but he is a fucking hugger, which I hate. And he was hugging the hell out of Usyk every time he got close. And
He was leaning on it. It wasn't just hugging. It was
hugging
kinda
and
like
leaning, throwing that fucking
Yep.
6
figured
foot,
you'd
is
do
6'7", 6'8", was like huge.
270 pounds.
And Usyk is a small heavyweight,
Yep.
And to see him hurt Fury, bro, I was on the side of the fuck. I was out. Jacob was fighting in San Francisco or wherever we're at, but in San Francisco.
San Francisco. You guys
And I
are
was
in the Bay
outside
Area.
on a little bench for the to watching the fight, and I was screaming by myself. Dog. People probably thought I was crazy.
It's a lot. Shout out to
I text Maggie. I said, "I told you, motherfucker. I told you." At first, I was like, "Damn, what did I say, Maggie? He sucks. I'm done."
Yeah, you're like, damn. I fucking should have picked. You should have picked something else.
I said,
I said,
no. I said,
I
I was
said I
wrong.
shouldn't have picked. I shouldn't have picked.
You have the receipts. Open your phone.
No, but you know what though?
Whatever, dog.
You know,
Right here, I said Usyk.
there was a moment, and I think that's around the time we were messaging each other. I was like, the tables can turn like real quick, and right after that, I was watching his face when he went to the corner. I think it was like in the 6th round, and I saw this look on his face. I was like, oh no, this motherfucker's still in here.
Yep.
He's still in the fight. He had that look of like, man, my fucking hands are full, but I can still get this shit done.
And that's what I was most impressed by, because I had the opposite or the same. I don't know you.
What do you mean?
I was like, damn, I picked the wrong dude. I picked Fury.
No, but in the
Fury.
beginning,
No,
I thought you guys were right. Like the first 6 rounds, I was like, I didn't see the first 2.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
it was Fury the first half of the fight.
Yeah,
but Usyk kept going.
that's where it got.
Determination,
And whenever
man.
I see that in a fighter,
That's the tenacity.
Tenacity, yeah.
Tenacious.
That's the T.
Tenacious D.
No, don't reference movies in this podcast.
That's actually a band, dude.
It's a fake band that movie made. Tenacious
No,
D.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fake band.
but it's
Oh,
a
I
band.
know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's some Jack Black bullshit.
Dick push-ups.
Dick push-ups. I never saw the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway,
changing to the
his
guard.
tenacity. H-I tenacity S.
Yeah.
And whenever I see that in a fight, this is why I do my best. Don't pick a side. Don't pick a corner. You know,
we do it for fun.
Hits, huh?
Yeah, we do it for fun though.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
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 But whenever I'm seeing a fighter, just keep those eyes open, keep that head up, and keep coming forward.
Tenacity.
That's the one. I'm like, I know. I really want that guy to win.
Yeah.
Now, is Fury done?
No. No, they're going to rematch in December, I think.
He's not done, but you know who I think is done? Wilder.
Well, we'll get to Wilder in a second.
Okay, I'm jumping the gun.
there's-
Sorry.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Sorry,
done.
Adam. Forgot this is your podcast.
I just got told. I got told
this is
before the
not my
podcast started.
This is
to
not
talk
my
more.
podcast. But
See, I can't even talk. He's talking over me.
I have to because I'm explaining.
I got the microphone in my hand.
I have
Mansplaining.
I have to control the pace.
You do.
Okay. So yeah,
Somewhere in life, you got to.
Yeah, I know, right? Every now and then. Fury barely won against Ngannou. Okay.
Wait. I agree, but it
Is
doesn't
this
say
the
that
same
in the
fighter?
box rec.
Is this the same fighter that we saw barely beat
Oh, that wasn't in
Ngannou?
box rec?
No. It doesn't say he barely won. It says he
Oh,
won.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? There's no barely. But technically, he lost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
I thought Ngannou did enough to beat him.
Did Usyk beat the guy who barely beat Ngannou, or did he beat a different Tyson Fury?
I don't know because I wasn't there, but I think Fury didn't take Ngannou serious.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what everybody says.
Me personally, I'm not in camp, so I can't. So I'm gonna stay out. But I tell you what, Fury looked very good against Usyk.
He did look good.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Because I'm just curious. But now it's like moving on to Wilder, who lost to Zhang. Is that his
Zhang, 41-year-old Zhang.
Yep.
Zhang.
Big dude.
It's about my size.
Is he? No.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
Yeah. my
Okay.
size.
So he's comparable.
He's a little shorter than you.
Yeah, he is, huh?
Yeah.
And still got that same like kind of doughy body Fury's got.
Do not be fooled.
And he knocked out Wilder.
Yeah.
That I could have called. Because Wilder is, matter of fact, what's Jared Anderson? Is that the big baby's name?
Yeah.
Jared Anderson, let me talk to you for a second. Figure your shit out, or your fate's gonna be the same as Wilder's. You're gonna beat all the boxers.
Oh, I know what I want to talk about.
You're gonna beat all the not boxers but the brawlers. But then when they start putting you in the ring with the boxers, you're not gonna fare.
So here's my thing. When you're talking about Jared, and I know he's top rank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single PBC fighter that was the shit, when they fight somebody else, they get destroyed. Wilder, Errol, Garcia, Thurman, all these PBC fighters that looked impossible to lose, as soon as they fought somebody else outside of PBC, without PBC having control of the event, they lost. And it goes to show you how you could blow up a fighter. Wilder wasn't that good, but he was good for us. I mean, hey man, I commend. Never mind, I shouldn't say he wasn't good. He was beating these people.
He's got
But
40.
but he was beating school teachers. He was beating people. He was. I mean, there was this Hispanic teacher that fought him one time. I forget his name. You could look it up on BoxRec. He hurt Usyk. He hurt Wilder. So like Usyk, he hasn't had an easy road. Not even Fury, bro. Like they're fighters outside of PBC. PBC had a way of building these guys. Like Al Heyman, shouts to him. He built these guys. He made them a household name. But technically, when they fought outside of PBC, bro, they all lost.
And that's what is happening to Wilder. Like
The biggest names right now are not PBC fighters. None of them.
And I don't I want to learn that, but I just don't put in the energy to learn.
I don't. I just happen to live in that lifestyle, so I know.
Okay, yeah. So where does Wilder go from here? Should he retire? I think Joshua was like, "Hey man, retire. There's no. You had a great run. Retire."
He should retire right there.
Probably. So where?
Hadn't even started.
Where should Wilder go from here? I'm not, because after he lost to Fury, a lot of people were like, hey man, you can rebuild. He even kind of became a boxer a bit for the third match against Fury. But now he's lost to Zhang. He doesn't seem like the guy.
Zhang isn't a bad fighter to
No.
lose. He's a good fighter. All seriousness, I think that man, I can't think of his name. His first coach's name. He was Mark Breland. Mark Breland used to train Wilder, and he got let go once he lost to Fury.
That's dumb.
And he was the best thing for Wilder. But Wilder felt like he needed to bring somebody else in, and he's been just going downhill since then.
Yeah, mentally and
Mark Breland was one of the best amateur boxers in the world. 188 wins, 1 loss. He turned pro. He was a world champion for a little bit, in the welterweight division, right after Leonard, and then we're done. So you don't know him much because he lost to Lloyd Hunnigan, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a hell of a defensive fighter, and Wilder already had the offense. He just wanted to help Wilder with his defense, and he would have been a key component for Wilder to stay on top of the road for a while. But Wilder thinks he's bigger than his coach, and that's where that went wrong.
Yeah.
Jeez, I couldn't imagine.
I think Wilder should just fight Ngannou and then ride off into the sunset.
Who?
Ngannou?
Who should fight him?
Wilder.
Oh, that's a good fight. Yeah, that's a really good fight.
Just fuck it. Have some money and Saudi and fucking bounce.
Yeah, that's a really good fight. That's a good fight.
Now, what he was supposed to fight Anderson. Do you think is that fight still going to happen?
I think
who should Usyk fight? He already beat Joshua. He's going to fight Fury again, I guess, right?
Ruiz.
He's gonna fight Fury again, and I would love to see him against Andy.
Andy Ruiz, that's a good fight.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I can't. That's going to be a great comeback.
But yeah, he's probably gonna fight Fury again, and then I don't know if they announced it already, but I saw December.
Yeah, they did. Fury.
In the same
Fury
place.
has to hit the rematch clause or whatever.
Press the button.
And that I did see. So, it's going to be another good fight. It's exciting. It was an exciting heavyweight match. That much can be said.
I'm debating on this next subject, but fuck it. That's what we're here for. Styles make fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when Giovanni Santillan, local kid from San Diego, here fought against Norman Jr., Brian Norman Jr., here in San Diego, Giovanni had a bad night. He had a bad night. He got knocked out. The reason I don't want to elaborate on this fight so much is because I have a great relationship with Giovanni, and his father, and they asked me, what did we think about fighting Brian Norman Jr.? And because we had fought him with Ricky Perez. Mm-hmm. And Ricky Perez basically won that fight, or it was a draw, in my opinion. We didn't get the decision. That fight was scheduled for 10 rounds. When we got there, the fight got pushed back to 8 rounds, and they changed our gloves from 8 ounces to 10 ounces.
That's what I was going to say. We always forget to mention that part.
Yeah. And Ricky, to me, beat him. If you watch the highlights, if you YouTube Norman Jr. against Ricky Perez, the highlights.
Antonio Perez Campos?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a long-ass name.
Yeah, he has Mexicans have fight. Like, you ever seen Habin has 7 names, no?
Yeah.
And so I talked to Giovanni and his father. I go, man, I think that's an easy fight for you, bro. Not thinking that Styles make fights, right? Mm-hmm. So Giovanni gets he loses. I'm not gonna go into how badly he lost. Everybody can see with their own eyes. That was heartbreaking for me. It hurt. So I started getting calls from random news medias and stuff like that, local ones and national ones, and they started asking me, what did I see wrong with Giovanni? Because some of them still know that I was attached to him when he first started. And how did Ricky have so much success against the other kid, Norman Jr.? I went back and watched the highlights, and the fight's embedded in my head, though. But Ricky Perez never gave him the same look. He was a fucking lightning bug. He was jumping up and down, chasing, changing the attacks, stepping back, stepping to the side. And Giovanni was there, didn't change anything. He was just in front of his face, trying to outwill him, trying to outbeat him. And Norman read it and caught him, and it was just sad to see Giovanni the way he lost. He lost like he took it like he's a champ. I messaged him after. I waited a couple of days, let the dust settle. But that one hurt, bro. To see him lose like that, it hurt a lot. I know that kid since he was a little child. Trained him in the amateurs, took him to the nationals, Mexico and here, turned him pro for his first 5 pro fights. And then the business of boxing pulled me away from him. So to see him, lose that way, a more experienced, more seasoned fighter than Ricky. Ricky's had a tough road in boxing. He's fought some of the best people, and he's taken everybody the distance, or he's lost by decision. To see, and Ricky's a lightning bug, and Ricky really is a 135 pounder. I didn't say that either. Those guys are both 147 pounders.
Yeah. Ricky's a 135er.
So styles make fights. Just because you have a smaller guy who gave a guy a tough fight doesn't mean that a bigger guy can beat that guy. It's just you got to know what your fighter can do when he faces somebody that's going to be reading him.
Elaborate on what a style is.
Style, some guys can have a fast twitch. Some guys like to move their feet around, and that's the way they fight. Some guys are more flat-footed. They come right after you. Some guys are lefty. Some guys are righty. Some guys are aggressive. Some backpedal. But they fight to their strengths. And you have to have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, a plan E when you're fighting somebody, because they're going to make adjustments.
Wow.
So you got to have, that's why sometimes when I make the guy spar, I make them only throw certain shots. Or sometimes I make them fight off their back leg. Or sometimes I make them press forward. Because they're going to fight the way, like Jose Cholet, he likes coming forward. But sometimes I make him spar going backwards. He doesn't like it, but he has to get used to it, because you fight a guy who's going to be just, imagine Jose faces a guy stronger than him and fights just like him.
That's Superman. Is that Superman? Yeah, I would say that would be Superman.
But there is guys.
That's the only one.
Dude, the strength, the punching power between guys is like 10, 15 pounds of difference.
Really?
So 10, it's like hitting a swinging a bat. You don't understand the concept of baseball. Everybody can hit a home run, right? That's all it takes is to knock somebody out. But some home run hitters look like Barry Bonds, and some look like Wally Joyner.
Willie McGee.
Willie McGee's the perfect one. Big old turtle-looking motherfucker, St. Louis, I hated that guy. Because the St. Louis Cardinals always beat the Padres, so I hated that fool, dog. Maggie, you got to see that fool. He's batting like this. His eyes were sticking out like.
Fucking baseball.
Yeah.
Maggie was just like, fuck this. What T-shirts do you have on this side?
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that's one of the things that hurt. Styles make fights, guys. So when you fight somebody, make sure you know what your guy can and can't do, and make an adjustment, man.
And learn more styles, it sounds like.
Of course.
It's like if this, okay, now what if a guy's got a style that's working? He's in there and he's
everybody has a style that works, man. But
would you like call it, okay, don't do that. This round I want you to do this.
I'll give you 2 great examples.
Okay.
Manny Pacquiao had a style that's hard to teach.
What style is that?
Kamikaze.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. But that's how he won all the time. How did he lose? He got knocked the fuck out. Knocked out cold by Marquez. Mayweather, he didn't lose, but he had a style, right? I don't know what to call that style. That's just a
evasive.
what's that word? A savant, a fucking genius
savant.
in the ring.
Yeah.
Maidana almost beat him. I mean, people think he lost. Maidana took it to him. Maidana didn't box him because he knew he couldn't box him. He knew he had no kind of skills to beat Mayweather in a boxing match. So he made it a rough, ugly fight. So, it's just changing people's styles.
What's your favorite style to watch?
Oh man, I don't have styles that I like. I like tenacity in fighters. I like grit in fighters. If I tell you my favorite fighters are all different.
That's true. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So I think a modern example would be Like Ryan has his own style, right? And he fought Tank, and we seen how. Actually, if you rewatch that fight, it's like he took it to him. He's gonna take it to everybody, you know. But he fared way better against Haney than he did against Tank. Obviously, you know, fucking Tank is a southpaw, but those are the guys that like right now everybody wants to see fight each other because the same styles makes fights. Just because Ryan whooped fucking Haney, who you could put in the same category as Tank, doesn't mean he's gonna whoop fucking Tank. You know,
it's funny you said that.
He lost to Tank.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he did. But I was watching. I think it's those. What's that podcast that's very famous? Is the out there in New York? The
Between the Bellz.
No, not that one. That's the West Coast. The East, the East Coast. The guy that does. He has everybody on there, man. Charlemagne.
Oh yeah. The
Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He's interviewing Ryan Garcia, and he asked him why he's scared of Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Come on, man, nobody's scared of that fool."
Yeah.
And then it was true. I was like, he's not scared of him. But I was reading the comments, and somebody said, "How can he be scared of him when he fought Tank Davis and Devin Haney?"
Yeah.
Probably scared of his legs getting tired chasing him, but he's not scared of him. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, he's not scared of him. Nobody's scared of Shakur. It's just that numbers don't make sense. That's why he's not getting fights because he wants numbers too, but he doesn't bring any numbers to the table.
I found it funny too in that part. They were like, you know, everybody wants to see it. He's like, nobody's ever said that. He's like,
nobody wants to see that.
Nobody's ever said I want you to fight Shakur, and that's true. Nobody ever said.
I don't want to see Shakur fight.
I don't. That dude owes me $90.
I want to see Tank. I want to see Devin Haney, even though he lost and he's making all these fucking. I still love to see him. I love to see anybody who fights that gives it a fight.
Like a Pitbull.
Terrence right now is probably like one of my favorite fighters.
Terrence.
Canelo. You know those.
If that happens, man,
Usyk is my guy.
If Crawford Canelo happens, that might start a race war.
There's talks about it again, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I just want to see good fights.
There's always been fights.
That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Like that will be up there.
I asked Eric Bonilla one time. You know Eric Bonilla. Hey man, you could be. I asked him what did he side with Puerto Rican fighters more. He's an East Coast guy, right? He says, I don't look at Mexican, I don't look at black, I don't look at Puerto Rican, I don't look at green. I look at money you bring. You know, that's all I give a fuck. And that's true. Look at what color that is when the wind's. It's green.
It's green.
Yep.
Yep. That is true. And that's going to be a very expensive fight, too. That really is.
Who got the money for that?
The Saudis.
A-Rab money.
Yep. They're starting to bring it over here, too.
Yeah.
They're going to have a function in L.A.
Just have it. Yes, I do not mind the Saudis. Just put it in the right time zone.
What's that guy's name? Turk or what's his name? The fucking
Turkey al-Sheikh.
Turkey to fucking put the fights here in the U.S. because you don't want to watch them at 1 a.m.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Fucking
I mean, you got the money. Tell them to dance over here. Nobody's waking up. All right. Hey, do you guys? If a fight happens and you, it was hard for me to watch the Fury fight because I missed it and had to watch the replay, and I really didn't want to because I knew the outcome of it. Can you guys watch sports knowing what's going to happen?
No.
Sometimes I do.
I watch highlights, but I won't watch the whole damn thing.
Okay. Like now, watch it. Like there's a shit ton of fights I could watch right now, and I'm like, I don't know the outcome. You know, I'm that guy, and so it's like, oh wow, he won. It's like, wow, Tyson never beat Holyfield, like that, like thing, right? So, but it's hard for me, and I was wondering if that was just a me thing or normal thing.
If I don't know what happened, I'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I got a buddy, he's big in basketball. Go Celtics. And I was watching one of the playoff games. I texted him, I was like, this is freaking crazy. He's like, don't tell me nothing. I'm 12 minutes behind. And I was like, just skip forward. Like, that's all. But it's like, you have some people who did it, you know, who can do it. Watch the taped game instead of just skip to find out, oh, I missed it. What happened? Matter of fact, I do want to talk about something that neither of you guys want to talk about, but I think it's topical. We're a podcast. We need content.
Great.
Mike Tyson's ulcer swelled. Oh. So now he's not fighting.
Oh,
that's
they're not fighting?
Was?
And they think Roy Jones Jr. is going to step in.
Oh, my God. He's going to get knocked out by Paul.
Probably.
He gets knocked out just touching gloves.
But now, see, this is the thing. Like, I really don't care about the fight anymore. Fuck Jake Paul. I'm just not a fan. But can we, like, people are like, oh, well, Tyson will fight him in October or November. They just pushed it back. But Jake Paul's, I still need that YouTube money now. So that's why they're going to still have a fight on the 20th of July, I think. But I'm like, Tyson, can you see these people don't care about you right now? Like, you have a medical condition. Yeah. Like, I don't even know where the ulcer is in the body, but I'm sure you can get punched in it and die.
How do you get ulcers?
It was like there was a medical emergency on a plane.
It probably ruptured.
Do you know what an ulcer is?
It depends. Like, sometimes you can get them like in your stomach and shit, and like they can rupture. You can eat him from too much spicy food. It could be something that he's had, like an underlying condition he's had for before. Like, it could be various reasons. Lifting something really heavy, haciendo mucha fuerza, like really forcing yourself.
What did you just say?
He said picking up something very heavy. He said it in English first.
Why would you?
Because I thought about it in Spanish first.
Okay.
Cool. Never happened.
You dream in Spanish?
You never think in Spanish?
You dream in Spanish?
No.
All depends on what she looks like. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody does. I don't even most of the time. But nobody dreams in Spanish? Is that what you just said?
I don't think so.
She's American, dog.
No.
Yeah.
Look at her.
No, she's white. I think in Spanish. I dream in Spanish. I'm just doing the podcast in English.
I dream in Kwanzaa. So like I was like, Mike, please just never get in the ring again. You've had your time. And the more like he talks about it, the more you find out your time wasn't that good.
I told you.
You know, it's like if you just sit your ass down. Sit down. So those are my thoughts on that. It was just like I'm the opposite of where I was like 4 or 5 months ago. The itis setting in.
No, not at all. I'm thinking about Mike Tyson at yawned.
Speaking of yawning, how about those new members?
That was smooth, dog.
No, this is why I'm the one that controls the pace.
That's it. Let's throw away.
But no, we said on the last episode, like what we would talk about is like when you start a gym, a boxing gym or a combat gym. We were talking about, remember the dude that got Panda, the dude who got his face broken by Sebas?
Yeah, never saw him again.
You never saw him again.
What was that?
I don't even know. But
You saw
Ruben?
No. Some guy like recently.
Oh, recently?
Sebastian.
So are you going to ban Sebas from sparring now?
No.
He wanted him to go hard on him,
he told him.
Yeah.
He said, light me up.
He told him and he left?
Yeah, he told me, light me up. And
Sebas had to listen.
All right. And
Wrong
give him
guy.
1, 2, 3, and the dude just turned
That
into that
motherfucker
3.
hits like me backing up my car into a wall. That motherfucker hits hard.
Yeah, it's whew, anyway, it's terrifying. I don't even like thinking about it. But so he showed up, big, I'm a big bad man. I'm a blah blah. Gets his nose broken. He did show up again because we saw him and we nicknamed him Panda.
Who named him that?
I think one of us did.
Damn, dog.
One of us
It's
did.
probably you.
I thought it was cool. I
Because I thought pandas were extinct, That's why I named him Panda. Wasn't another panda in the world.
I just named him Panda. 2 black guys. I was like, all right, yeah, you're Panda now. Then he never came back. And
Panda,
it's like
Panda,
if you want to keep showing up to a gym, always be humble. I think that's
the H.
That's what.
That's the H in hits.
That's it. Oh, we almost got it. And humility, that'll keep you, and that'll help you make friends. And a lot of guys, like I'm one of them. I'm not even gonna say a lot of guys. Me, when new guys show up to the gym, I am just, son of a bitch. That's how I feel.
I know what guys you're talking about, but there's guys that show up that are like competent. That I'm like, hell yeah. And there's guys that come in and be asking you what your name is.
Those guys do. Like we go station to station. Okay, we like when coach coaches us, you got 12 guys. 6 will be holding mitts, and 6 will be going around.
Why are you laughing?
And then whenever a new guy gets to me, I got 30 seconds to catch my breath, breathe, think about daisies, whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's always a new guy who comes, gets in front of me, and goes, "Hi, my name's Tyler."
And I'm an Aquarius.
And it's so, I don't know, it puts me off. I don't like this kid anymore. It takes him like 3 more weeks for me to be able to like him.
You guys are weird.
Some guy told me today, hey, I don't remember his name, Steven. And I go, oh, cool. He goes, what's your name? I go, Coach. And then and another guy the day before asked me, what's your name? I go, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. It's like, I hate the stupid little courteous respect.
Talk.
Yeah.
Small talk.
You are the one of the little dudes called.
But sometimes I realize when I'm being nice, he reminds me to be a dick.
It's very off-putting. I don't like it. It's like
You don't like him to be nice?
I don't. No, I don't. I want to be like, I don't mind it. I try to encourage, but no, sometimes it's just, it just seems like.
I'm nice to the wrong people.
No, you're nice to the right people. I will say that.
Okay.
Like today when you were nice to Clubber, you were nice to the right guy.
He's earning his stripes.
Yeah.
You dropped him.
I just feel
You
like.
beat his ass, and he's learning. He could have left like Panda, right?
Yeah, true.
But he keeps coming out. He had his little 1 gold earring and shit. He's just like in there in the gym, feeling himself. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, no, exactly. I just, it's like when it's jealous. It's the hater in me.
No, but I'm good with you. You're one of the leaders, dog.
But what would you like if somebody? Okay,
Okay, you know what? I said it was gonna happen. And I've been
I
trying
knew
to
she was
hold
gonna. She was being quiet for a little bit too long.
I've already had like, yeah.
She pisses like a fucking racehorse, dog. At the gym, she's like, "I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee."
Okay, so a guy joins the gym, and I don't like me. I'm really critical of dudes who join the gym and are super uncoordinated. But I'm not discouraging. I'm just critical of you. Like some dudes, there was one dude a couple weeks ago. We haven't seen him in a minute, and I was real patient with him because I saw you watching me. But he looked like he just got healed by Jesus to walk. like that was his coordination. It was crazy. Like I don't know how to encourage that. Like this isn't your thing, my guy. You ever try rock climbing? Like it's like something like that. It's like I don't know.
Yesterday, I had this girl. I don't know if you were in class, like around 12.
No.
This girl, bro, she's like dinky. She's like 19 years old, and I'm already giving instructions. She's walking in, and I'm looking at her, and I start the drills, and she walks up to me with her gloves in her hand, and then I said, "Why the fuck are you late for? What the fuck is this?" And she's like, "Where do I go, coach?" And then I'm trying to remember who it was. He said, "Damn it, coach, I love when you're a dick to people." I thought you were going to be nicer because it was a girl.
Every now and then, I bet your heart warmed up when she was like, "Where do I go, coach?"
Well, she told me after. I apologize for being late.
Okay, that's
no, I didn't warm up my heart. Fuck no.
Okay, that's good. I just think that when people join the gym, just try your best to keep up. Because it's no matter what gym you join, the arena is the best one. Tell them Adam sent you.
Give him some credit.
Yes, please. You are joining something that's already moving in progress. You know, and that's another thing. In the classes, like a lot of people like, oh, well, I'm gonna just get a trainer. I'm not gonna do the classes. Classes are just as good, maybe even better than working with a trainer. When you're working with a trainer, you're working one-on-one with the person you're giving money to. Okay. That person's encouraged to encourage you, right? Like, but when you're working in a class, you have someone who's gonna tell you you're fucking up, and that's the honesty that you kind of need. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
That's really it. So I saw one dude taking good kid. He was taking PT during one of the classes. And I told him, I was like, dude, take PT before or after, do the class. So do 2 hours, get 2 hours of work in.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it, but still, I think that's, you're already joining the gym. And plus when you do PT, you're paying more on top of your gym membership. Make it all worth it. So.
She's back, dog.
I know. She's back. She's lighter.
Fucking Seabiscuit.
Less pressure.
I couldn't think.
She's ready to sprint.
Yeah, she's a little too quiet. I'm like, she's about to take a piss right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, don't ask.
What advice do you have for new members? People joining gyms, combat gyms.
Combat gyms is tough, man, because it depends on the gym that you're joining. Some gyms,
How about the arena?
The arena? That's a good place to start, right?
We're talking about like some guy who's just like, you know what? I'm gonna find out what I got in me. I'm gonna join the arena. I'm gonna start boxing. So they have no. They didn't move here from another town. They didn't move here from another town, and they were like, I've been boxing before.
Just, man, I would say more to the other members who've already been there. Be patient, because you were there.
You're asking Maggie, dog. Maggie's a dick.
Yeah.
Maggie won't even talk to them when they walk in, dog.
I don't.
I was telling Javier today as we're having a conversation. I go, Maggie's like a female Joe Vargas dog, but the only difference between me and her is that she walks in assertive and sure herself. I walk in the same way, but I'm smiling. And Maggie got a mean face, you know?
Yeah, Maggie does not give a fuck.
I started laughing. I was like, really?
But then you started thinking,
It's like, I don't smile?
nope.
Damn.
It's not. No, you're not.
How long did it take you to see Maggie smile? Put it that way, Adam.
Shit. Forever. She was like, because we took the class together.
I thought she had the
before
worst sense of humor when I first met her.
I wouldn't even joke with her.
You guys are...
Like
No,
she,
dead ass,
she,
dude.
she has, like when she held bits for me, I would try and do whatever she said the first time. I was like, don't fuck up. Like that was
It's so hard to believe that. I don't know. I feel like
I remember
smile
one
too
time
much.
she was training me with the noodles.
Noodles.
She kept fucking whacking me with them.
Yeah,
Keep
she's
moving.
notorious for
Stop
that
staying
shit,
still.
They don't hurt.
No, they don't. It's your pride. But
Pride's all fucking bleeding, huh?
all right. So this week we did good. We got a lot to look forward to in the world of
What
boxing.
fights do we
There's some
have?
changing.
We do have the 15th. So there's the Subriel Matias card, and then there's also the Tank Davis card.
That same day?
Who's Tank Davis fighting?
Tank Davis is fighting Frank Martin, and then
Oh, that's right,
Benavides.
that's right.
Benavides will also be
They
fighting.
said it's a tough fight, huh?
Yeah, well, okay. Frank is young. He's a southpaw as well. But it only takes one from fucking Tank. I think he's a little too slow for Tank, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Just a little too slow.
See, I don't even know who Frank Martin is. I know he's good. I hear his name a lot, but I don't know him.
He's a Derek James fighter.
Yeah, I know because Ryan was sparring him. No, somebody was sparring him.
Yeah. But I think that
But Derek James don't impress me no more. I mean, Ryan pulled that fight out because Ryan is Ryan.
Ryan is Ryan.
Yeah, Derek James is.
I don't think that he's as passionate about the game.
Nah, man. But he's
Honestly.
there. He's there.
Yeah.
Nikolai Jokic. That's what makes me think about it. That's like everybody's like, oh, he's the great best basketball player there is right now, and all I can think about is him going, oh, how long much? I want to go home. Like I'm like, you son of a bitch. It's worse than LeBron James, the GOAT, whatever, saying basketball is basketball. Yeah, it's just basketball. Like have a passion.
That's how Derek James is. When you hear him like interviews, he doesn't sound very passionate.
Is it zen or is it passionless?
No,
Because sometimes people who are zen, they do come off a little bit passionless.
I don't think it's Zen.
It's not okay. Yeah, punch through his face. That's.
I don't think it's that because he's like, I just do this because it allows me to do the shit that I love. I was like, what?
All right. Well, have fun with that. That's a lot to do to get to what you want. I mean, boxers go through a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know.
You gotta love it. So we told the boys this morning, you have to love this shit. You have to, because you're in there, and it's not like you're in there, you're taking shots, you're hurting people. You must love it, dude. There's no way.
Yep.
You're gonna be successful and not love this shit.
Boxing has to be your soulmate, not your girlfriend, not your boyfriend. It has to be your soulmate.
Yep.
100%. I remember Raquel Miller.
Yeah, of course.
She would always be like, I'm not ready to cheat on boxing with anybody. Like when we would talk about like relationship statuses or whatever, and I always understood what she meant. It's like boxing was her first love, and whoever comes next is next. Not on the podcast.
It's true. No, I want to touch. I want to touch about Raquel Miller, bro. I never trained her, but I worked with Bashir. Alongside, I cornered her when she fought Clarissa Shields.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Raquel won, and her and Clarissa went back and forth always about fighting each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Raquel's dad just passed away not that long ago,
Right.
and Bashir is telling me that they finally offered her the fight with Clarissa.
Really?
But it's not right. She's not gonna take. It's not right because
Sugar
her
Ray.
dad just died.
Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hagler all over again.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name? Oh no, but that was the other way.
I just felt so bad because she's been wanting that fight
She
for
has.
fucking 7-8 years,
She has.
and her dad just passed away, and she's been at
Her mom passed last year.
her dad passed.
Yep. And
Dad,
now
the 15th is when they laid her dad to rest. The 14th,
Mm-hmm.
because the 15th Bashir was already up there. He said that he had just went to go lay her dad the viewing, and the next day they're gonna cremate him. And it's just so sad to see a girl like her so dedicated to the craft not get the opportunity she deserved, man, because of the business of boxing, man.
Yeah, no, but everybody knows boxing is a weird ass business. You know, it's probably the most business of businesses there is because that dollar sign speaks first over anything. Volumes? Yes. Yep. That dollar sign speaks first over everything. But honestly, I feel for Clarissa if she gets in the ring with Raquel Miller, it's done. I remember
that's a tough fight for her.
Raquel's last fight, she had a fight to stand in. And it was this chick who just like said yes to the fight a week ago. Raquel just found out she wasn't getting. It was supposed to be a what do they call those fights?
Little intercontinental or something like that.
It was supposed to be one of those decider fights, like the winner gets the champion. Eliminator.
Yeah,
but it wasn't that because the person pulled out, and this person.
I remember that fight.
This woman gets in, and like Raquel canceled her in under a minute. It was great.
Raquel special, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. I still think we gonna see some great things.
I sure hope
from
we
Raquel. I believe that.
I want to see her run off into the sunset, bro. Like with the good wins, some purse and some money.
Yeah, exactly.
You give too much to the sport.
Yep.
Raquel Miller, her dad, one of the smoothest motherfuckers I ever met, bro. He called me baby boy. Look like that motherfucker's a G, dog. She had a good dad. I never met her mom, but her dad was badass. But on that note, man,
like,
subscribe,
commento,
all right,
share, motherfuckers.
Tell your moms about me,
my guys.
Catch y'all.
Why you gotta tell your mom for it? You're waiting for the wrong one.
Right one.